What up, beautiful people? It's your boy Nate Jackson. This is another edition, another episode of Nate Jackson's Opinionated. Listen, people been coming up to me on the road saying, man, I love the podcast. I'm glad that it's back. And that's exciting. We put a lot of energy and effort into this, and it should be one of those things that bring all of the universes of what's going on with me together. Keeps you up to date, keeps you ahead of what's going on to date, and explains a lot of things. First things first that I want to get out the way is we got a new concept called a crowd work pack. Now, I hate that we're using, I don't know if I hate, but it looks like we're using a bunch of drug terminology to describe the crowd work stuff that's going out on YouTube. Because the crowd work joints, come on, it's a joint, baby. Got to do about an hour off the top of the dome. Only things I thought of that day, saw that day, or what's in front of me. That's the challenge for a crowd work joint. They're all shot live in the same spot, right? As of right now, they're all shot live at the Super Funny Comedy Club in Tacoma, and we have not shot one at the new location yet. Then there is the new crowd work packs. What happens in the crowd work pack is a compilation of stand-up videos, of the crowd work videos from one of the road dates. And also mixed in there is behind the scenes vlog footage or video on demand from the streaming that I've been doing on Twitch. That's all blended in there together. So it should feel like you're behind the curtain with us, and you're also seeing dope moments from the crowd work. There'll be, yes, snippets of that. So this is the thing. I saw this on a comment on YouTube, so I want to clarify. Crowd work joints are shot all in one, they're one piece from A to B, beginning to end. Later, we cut those into snippets, because why have all those great moments and then not give that to people separate? Crowd work packs come out as snippets in the first place, and then you get the full thing, as the compilation with the other stuff added to it. That's our plan for now. Now, if we are doing it differently, where we're like, listen, on Fridays, we're dropping a crowd work pack and it's before seen crowd work, the whole thing is before seen, and then the next week is when we put out the snippets. Maybe. Because your guys' number one comment is, hey man, we've already seen these. I assure you haven't seen everything in a crowd work pack, because we have unreleased snippets that are in crowd work packs. And you ain't seen none of that shit from behind the scenes, because it's stuff that we filmed while behind the scenes. I.e., T.I. and I fucking around in the green room in Atlanta. Yeah, I posted that on my Instagram, but you didn't get the full thing. So when you watch the crowd work pack for Atlanta, you see that. You see how lit it was in the green rooms, downstairs at the Tabernacle Theater. So there you go. Yes, crowd work joints will be back. Okay, I'll be shooting one probably in the first week in August at the club, and then Nate Jackson Presents is going to be a thing. We're doing one on the Monday, a part of the kickoff night of shows for the festival at the club, following the Gary Owen show. That's at the club, and so I'm excited. I'm excited about where we're going and how much traction we have, and the new people. Speaking of new people, holy shit, there's been an uptick. There's been a needle move, okay? I can honestly say for the last 3 or 4 months, like if I saw a black person within 10 years younger than me or 10 years older than me, I was like, there's a high chance that they're like, oh shit, you the nigga from, right? I got stopped between 6 and 7 times going from the gate to baggage claim at SeaTac. There was a guy on my flight that kept being like, man, you look just like this guy. You look just like this guy. Middle-aged white dude, he had a full family with him, but he was kind of cut up like one of them dads that bodybuild. Another guy was like maybe a young to middle-aged, kind of on the cusp right there. Maybe like he's like maybe 33, 34, maybe looking white and Asian guy. Then there was a black guy. Then there was, I don't know, Hawaiian girl that was pushing a stroller. Her and her dude. She's like, Nate Jackson, oh shit. Travel safe home. That means you don't even know I live here. We were in SeaTac. Travel safe home would suggest I'm leaving Seattle to go to my home. Now, I live here, baby girl. So there's that. There was somebody else at baggage claim, somebody else out at the curb. Yeah. And for now, it's like people go, "Are you?" And I'd be like, "It's me. What's up?" Yeah, what's up? Yeah, because I watch your stuff so much, bro. So there's been a needle move. If that turns into ticket sales, watch out. But we have a vendetta over here, a full-on challenge, a charge to what we do to hit 1 million on YouTube for followers, to run it up on YouTube and get that thing back up, because that's mine, that I can control. And Netflix, whilst being awesome, a great opportunity and tons of exposure, still don't know how much yet because the numbers call hasn't happened yet. It stepped on the throat of my YouTube, which sucks because it's real passive income from the monetization of it. I need that up. The more we do on YouTube, the more I can bring you guys direct, which is why the next Crowdwork joints, you subscribe to the YouTube channel and pay the subscription or whatever, and it'll be nominal. It's not going to be nothing crazy, but we guaranteed a Crowdwork joint a month. And it starts with 2 that are unreleased. We have 2 that are unreleased from the old club. Tell you right now, I literally take a man's leg off. He got a fake leg. I take his leg. That's the kind of shit that's happening in these. Okay? So be ready. Get excited. I am. You should be. It's going down. So there's that. Let's dive into some trending topics with Trenton Cotton.
You don't want to talk about JFL?
I'm going to JFL. Let's talk about trending topics with Trenton Cotton.
I thought you would have been excited about that.
I'm stoked, okay, but hey, listen. Going to JFL is not the exciting thing for me because 1, it took hella long to get it. 2, I didn't get it in the capacity that I felt that I deserved to get it and still haven't. But that may be short-sighting now because now I've been awarded Variety's top 10 comics to watch of the year. And if you know, you know, but they're saying, here's the who's who, here's who's rocking, here's who, and I understand the vantage point of somebody that goes, how are you telling him he's someone to watch now when he's been sold out for 4 years? We can't get a ticket. We got to travel to get in the roast zone. Like, he's got 600 million video views globally across all platforms. Like, now you're going to tell us he's someone to watch? Duh, we've been watching it. But they're not saying it to you. They're saying it to the who's who of the industry, the casting directors, the production, the investors in films, the people that understand that your success in a film comes down to the talent that's on the screen, whether it's unknown talent or whether it's known talent or whether it's known talent that's unknown in that way. So that's why it's like, this is Variety's top 10 to watch. And I hate to admit it, but the industry has gotten lazy to where you do shows in Hollywood and they are not in the crowd like they used to be 10 years ago. They're not going out as an agency, as a management company, as a casting company to go see what talent is out on stages and see what's cracking and what's going on. There's a lot of nepotism because it's like, well, look, my cousin does this and have him come in. If he's any good, then work with him. Or they take, that company card and they all go up to Montreal and they see who Variety has picked as the top 10 and who JFL has picked as the new faces. And then that's where that goes. But New Faces hasn't had like a real standout in a few years. I think one act in the last 5 years was like went over to SNL. And it used to be if you made New Faces, bro, you're out of there. Okay? Holding deals, a commercial deal, like you're out of there. And so I don't know if Variety's top 10 has retained that luster, but we're going to find out. And I do like the other 9. I mean, the other 9 are people that are moving the needle as well. So we're going to see. But we go to Montreal, and Thursday night is an award show, awarding the 10 of us. Then Friday night is my show in Montreal at JFL. my showcase. Then after that, I go to the Variety Top 10 showcase where we all do a few minutes. And then after that, I'm going to go do Joe Dombrowski's show. He's also one of Variety's top 10. He's also from Washington State. And so I'm going to go do Joe Dombrowski's show, Straight Friends. I think as long as I get there by 1 or 2 in the morning or something, they said I'm good. So, and then Saturday, we're going to do another day because I've never spent a Saturday at JFL on like the chunky part of the weekend. Like every other time I've gone, it's been weekday, Monday through Thursday. Then I had to go. Like I had to go to Boston and do some shows. I had to go to somewhere else. Where it was like by Friday I'm out of there. Well, we're gonna do a Saturday and we ain't gonna have nothing. And so Corpus Christi got rescheduled. I'll be out there in September. I love y'all. I promise you. I know that's the second time moving this, but the first time was so I could film The Office, and the second time was so I could do Variety's Top 10. If you love me, bear with me. Because I'm coming and we're gonna have a great time. Because I want to go see the Selena Memorial and I want to eat at that original Whataburger and I want to slang my jokes to the good people of Corpus Christi. And if you know me, you know I love a show down in Texas. You guys don't fuck around. Any city in Texas has shown us love. Like it's just been one of the more happier states when I see anything comma space TX. I'm like, yeah, buddy, it's going down. So there you go. That's what's up with JFL. That's what's up with Variety's Top 10 Comics to Watch. And trending topics with trending.
Cool. That's all I wanted. But super funny world. I want to welcome y'all to another.
Are you excited about going to JFL?
I'm super excited to go to JFL. From what
there's a certain aspect of it being vicarious.
Yeah.
Because JFL didn't call you direct.
No, they didn't.
But this is how that works. This is exactly how. That's why they have the big showcases, and then those guys be like, "I want this guy, this guy, this guy." This half of JFL is invited by JFL, and the other, probably I'd say 1/3 is invited by JFL and paid. They're paid by, and the other 2/3 are like, "I'm going, I'm grinding. I got an invite to do one. I'll hustle. I'll get the other ones. I'll network." So there's just I'm going, no invite, and don't nobody know I'm going. I'm going with my person that I'm going with the headliner, and I'm on a show. Then there's I'm going just because a headliner I know or somebody say, yo, come do my show, right? Like there's somebody that's just going to go because Joe Dombrowski said, hey, I got a show.
Right. No, so, I'm super excited. So
and they watch everything. So they're literally at every show. Somebody from JFL, that they have to have a representation at every single show, whether it's an international show or one of our shows. And so it's a showcase. Not to say like pressure-wise, but just so you know, like that's the concept. Yeah.
No, I'm super pumped about it. I mean, if you're a comedian and you're pursuing comedy, you know what JFL is. I understand that it went away and now it's back, and maybe, it's not what it was in the early 2000s, but I'm excited just to put eyes on there just so I can see it, smell it, feel it, and then, maybe one day I can get there on my own right, but I'm definitely excited because I just want to see it. I just want to see what it looks like.
This is your own right.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I meant JFL calling me and being like, hey.
But this is that still, though. So you go, you showcase, you rock, do whatever. You're on my show, you're on, and then we'll see what other shows you can pick up while you're there. There's other options to do shit, you know what I'm saying? And they see you and they go, oh, radar alert. That guy was tight. And that's if you have an average set. If you have an average set, you're going to be above average for everyone that's performing at JFL. I've seen it, I've done it. I know exactly what I'm talking about. By the time they pick us, we'd be over-seasoned. So you're right in a nice spot to, go do a hot 8 to 10, and they'd be like, oh. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I'm excited. Canada, we coming. Anyway, I've been working on this intro, so I'm tweaking it. But anyway, here we go.
Hype man?
Yeah.
Talk slow.
Okay, here we go. Super funny world. See, now you done fucked me up. Anyway.
Do shit.
You said talk
You said 3 words. All right, do it your way.
Okay, thank you. Super funny world, what's going on? It's your boy.
Can I fuck up? Same speed. Come on, go ahead. I'll shut the fuck up.
Thank you.
Download the DraftKings Casino app, sign up with the code OPINION, and spin your favorite slots. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for your problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus. Physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Non-withdrawable casino spins issued as 50 spins per day for 10 days. Valid for featured game only and expire each day after 24 hours. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends 8/24/25 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Number 1 based on Eilers and Krajicek 2H24 product analysis.
Super funny world, what's going on? It's your boy Trenton Cotton. I want to welcome y'all to another installment of What's Trending with Trenton. This is where I have been combing all of social media and what's interesting to me, and I want to bring it to Nate's opinion or Nate's attention, and I want to get his opinion on what I've seen.
Opinionated.
So the first thing that jumped out to your boy was this story with my boy, Uncle Shannon Sharpe, Hall of Famer for the Denver Broncos, tied in with him and John Elway. He settled on his lawsuit, and I know a lot of people were wanting Shannon to kind of stay firm and to not settle, but he settled. But the most interesting part of this was the girl, I believe her name is Gabriella Zuniga, whatever, young lady. She wrote on her ex Twitter, I don't know if you saw this, but she basically was like, today I have decided to retire from OnlyFans. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past few years. This community has given me a life, and I could have never imagined I'd still be active on social media and have several new projects in the works that I can't wait to share. I'm truly excited for this next chapter. I love you all forever and ever. And I was like, God damn, Shannon, how much did you give this woman to where you retired her?
Well, he offered her hush money in the first place, and she was like, nah, $50 million lawsuit. And now for that to have gone away, whatever the number is greater than the original offer and less than the $50 million. But it's enough for her to be like, let me put these titties up for a little bit. It's real money.
But look at this comment, though. This dude was like, Shannon Sharpe retired a 20-year-old OnlyFans worker while his kids is still clocking in.
Y'all better clock in. Shit. Can't fuck your kids. And that girl was talking crazy. Put a fat, big, black, athletic baby in me.
So does this make Shannon Sharpe, like, does he look guilty now that he settled with this girl? Like, what happens to Shannon after this? I don't think
settling makes people guilty. I think settling is where people go, man, just get this motherfucker up out of here. Mm-hmm. Let me get back. Like, what's the cost of your peace? And that's what I think that is. Some people are just like ready to batten down and be like, motherfucker, what it do? And would take it all the way to where it got to go to. I'm one of those. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those. I had a situation where I was like, look, I could snatch this motherfucker's house at this point because there's too many lies and defrauding situations and predatory stuff that's coming from the other side that ain't based in fact. And it all got exploited. And so I was like, all right, so I have a choice right now. I'm going to take a home. I'm going to take a car. I'm going to take all assets from somebody who barely has anything, but kids and all that kind of shit. Or you do some sort of settle and be like, all right, here you go. You know? Also, he had a lot at stake. Whatever he paid her it's a lot, but it's going to be minuscule in comparison to what the upcoming deals are. That if he got to go through a messy court case and have anything come out and his name is tarnished and all that, like this won't be a story in 2 weeks, if that. In 1 week, it won't be done. It'll be over with. Like we'll be like, oh yeah, what happened to Shannon? What happened to that girl that's not Shannon Sharpe?
Right.
Well, he settled. We don't know what he settled for. He also may have brought out some stuff that's like, listen, I offered you this. You said no to it and went for more. Now here's this information. Now I'm going to offer you even less than what I was saying in the first place. And then she had to take less in the first place. And then in an attempt to make it look like she got cashed out, she goes, I'm not going to do OnlyFans no more. So now everybody got to go. Now everybody got to wonder, just like this, to be like, damn, how much did he give her? Well, we have no idea. And that's the point of settling. Club Shay Shay's still intact. He's still intact.
Yeah, he's still been putting out episodes.
Broncos
that did not
ain't
stop.
Pulling jerseys down.
We sure aren't, and we better not. We better
You see what I'm
fucking not.
saying? Nobody's pulling any jerseys down.
No.
Nobody's tripping.
Mhm.
If he called right now, was like, "Would you like to do Club Shay Shay?" I'd be like, "Nigga, I'm rocking with you."
Yeah, we was just in their Broncos training facility, and they got his picture nice and big over that training facility. So every current Denver Bronco practicing is looking at his face every day.
Right. Also, all these people that are like, "Oh, his kids still got to work, but he retired this 20-year-old." Listen, it doesn't matter if she's 20 or if she's 40 or if she's 60. If that's who he been intimate with and they done went through something and he's trying to settle, then yeah. So, how many times do people put their lover before they put their kids? A lot.
All the time.
All the time. And it's not necessarily that it's right, but let's not be tweeting like, "Look at how profound this is." You know what I'm saying? So, shit. As far as I'm concerned, kudos to Shannon for getting that behind him and being able to look forward to the next chapter of what's going on. And, you know,
Yeah, it's
hopefully
still
she gets hit by a bus.
yeah, it's still love. It's still love with me, Unc. You a Denver Bronco, so I got you for life. Shane Gillis, he hosted the ESPYs last week. You know, I don't really watch the ESPYs like I used to, and I didn't really know the ESPYs was even happening. But Shane Gillis, comedian,
They didn't have a streamer there.
he had his opening monologue, and you know, as it goes, Shane did his thing. I watched it, but there's one joke in particular which I'm gonna play for you now.
Cool. Before you play it, I saw this set. I just want to say shout out to whoever was in the nest. Whoever was calling, camera 2, ready, camera 2, go. Camera 3, ready, camera 3, hold, ready, go. Camera 4, lock in on Drewski. And go. Because you got this whole room that's stiff.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to get him to loosen up, and he's gonna do his jokes, and they are cutting to people who are rolling in the chair. And that's why the viewer watching on TV is like, shit, it was funny to us.
Right.
But anybody else that was there is like, I mean, he didn't kill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm glad you said that, because as comedians, like, that's a hard room.
What?
That's a hard room.
And award shows are some of the hardest shows to go up and try to kill in. Because now, any show, everyone's acting like they are the talent. But in a room like that, they really are.
Yeah. You got athletes with major egos. They're dressed to the nines. They sitting there like they way too cool.
You're talking to billions of dollars of people. Billions of dollars of people, to where it's literally a favor that they are doing the network by showing up.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them aren't even coming as conditional based on, am I winning something?
Right.
Is my team getting, is there some sort of, what? Okay. 3/4 of the way through, we get an acknowledgement from something, whatever. Boom. It's good that they shook it up with Shane Gillis. That's the type of thing we need. The culture needs to get to where we're at instead of us changing for them. Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this clip. This was one of the jokes that I guess is getting a lot of backlash.
For the WNBA, I love Caitlin Clark. Yeah, hell yeah. Caitlin Clark, she and I have a lot in common. We're both whites from the Midwest who have nailed a bunch of threes.
Fantastic. Slow grower.
All right. There you
Cut
go.
to some
Like
laughers.
This is not serious. We'll see about this one.
And then he's genius for being like, yo, I just kind of got to throw this shit against the wall. Let's all,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
This
It's not like he's standing on business and be like, I feel like this. He's like,
Right.
I got a fucking monologue to do. And
right.
let's see if you guys can handle this shit. That he even was like, I didn't write that one. You know what I
But
mean?
yeah, but this is the one. This is the one.
When Caitlin Clark retires from the WNBA, she's going to work at a Waffle House so she can continue doing what she loves most, fist fighting black women.
Gotta cut to Drewski.
Yeah, hell yeah. Who yelled? Drewski? Thank you, bro. Oh, John Jones. Yeah. Hey, nut jobs over there? Hell yeah.
So that's the one. You know, a lot of people are upset because, again, when you mention, if you're white, or I would say not, if you're not black and you mention black women, you know what I'm saying? That's a very dangerous thing to do. And he went right for it. But I mean, he's just pointing out the whole Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark rivalry. I thought that's all he was doing. I don't think it was bad.
Man, he's fine. And Waffle House is sponsoring him. Fuck it.
Yeah.
What we doing? You just got mentioned on a major platform. You got 5.5 million views with your brand being said. and they say no coverage is bad coverage. You know what I'm saying? And if Caitlyn wants to change that stigma, fucking let us see you giving back to the black community. Instead of fucking helping to ignite an entire civil war of whites that are like, fucking white people do it better now. You don't believe us? Look at Caitlyn Clark. You know? It's not like he went on there and was like, she looks like a man. Like, there's a lot of fodder that a writer's table would give. Like, you guys got to understand, when you're writing for an award show, it's probably between 7 and 12 people around a conference table, and there's paper everywhere. There's a stack of empty printer paper in the middle. There's 3x5 cards that are white. There's yellow ones and green ones, and everybody's you set a time, boom, hey, write all the Caitlyn Clark jokes you can write right now, and we're going for edgy. And then after 20 minutes, they're like, all right, stand up and pitch your shit. And you got to read off all your motherfucking cards, and the ones that nope, throw that, boom, throw that motherfucker. The one they like, take a black Sharpie and they write it real big on the big paper, put that on the wall, and then everyone gets a chance to punch it up, and then it goes green, right? Or you go back to the yellow cards, and everybody's punching up that same joke that was big. Same joke now has 12 heads on it. And then you come out of that, re-pitch the joke, and then you go with the ones that you think are the best, and you get about 2 or 3 green ones that you're like, this is the best version of this joke. He can choose which one he's gonna go with. Whether he chose Waffle House in the first place or some other place where black people beef, he could have said Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. Another place, he could have said like at an Ultimate dealership. You're trying to punch up. You know what I'm saying? The whole concept is, where are black people fighting? And that's it. Because there's no world in which a WNBA star is going to go work at a Waffle House.
Right. Yeah, it's not a real thing.
She may own 30 of them.
Right.
But going to, you know what I'm saying, when she retires, she should, so he could, therein lies the joke. Where can we have her fighting people? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A black comic probably wrote that joke.
Or white. It doesn't matter. The writer's room, it's nondescript. Like, an Asian guy can write the best fucking black joke in the room, and you're like, fuck. And you just fucking high five, like, hey, that's a good one. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? In the writer's room, there can be no judgment. Somebody can say something about abortion, and you just gotta be like, woohoo, shit. We're not gonna say it, but that you gotta have.
That's what you want. You want to give me everything you got. I don't care if it's offensive or not, but let's make the decision after. Don't not say it. We'll make the decision.
Choose, and he's gonna pick how. And so, I'd like to see all the ones that he was like, nah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you run your jokes. You're gonna practice them out around. And you're gonna gig with them a little bit, a couple nights, and see what's sticking and what hits. And then you're like, here's the 15 I'm gonna say in the 10 minutes that I got or whatever.
Yeah.
So whatever you saw was like the diet version of what he could have went with. I guarantee you. And Shane has said some shit that's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I thought this was pretty light for Shane. It's
heavy for the award show.
Right.
Light for Shane. But he did his goddamn thing. He stayed true to who he was. You booked Shane Gillis to Shane Gillis, and Shane Gillis.
Yeah. ESPN booked him for a reason, and this is what they wanted. They wanted people to be discussing this.
It worked.
Days
now
after
you're
the
viral.
fact. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I mean, there's any number of jokes that could have been said there. I may have said something like, no matter how good she is in life, when she dies, she's going to go to hell because that way she can keep fighting angels. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Some shit like that. That's what you're thinking about. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't even fuck with Reese's Pieces, guys. You're going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my favorite quotes that I've come across doing comedy was, comedy is for those who think and a tragedy for those who feel. And I love that quote because it always kind of like, now I know this isn't a comedy club, but like if you walk into a comedy space, it's like you should take off your feel. That's why I like your spiel that you give before you go and your rules that you go into before your crowd work.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yo, tonight, like, come on, man. Like, obviously we're all human beings in here and we want the best for all human beings and empathy and all of that. But tonight, fuck all of that. Set it
that shit
aside, man. Don't, just, and if you're smart, like, you'll get it. If you go here with your heart and you feel, you're going to have a terrible time tonight.
Yeah.
Terrible time.
Or if you're a cuss word counter or anything like that takes you out of it. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, he could have said anything. You never know what it, like, he could have said, Angel Reese, when she was a kid, she didn't play Duck, Duck, Goose because there's too many geese and that shit rhymes with Reese. Like, you could take him on a meander, like, boom, this is the thing that she don't fuck with. But they went with, hey, man, she wants to beat up black women. Where do we know black women fight? Waffle House isn't even all over the country. A Washingtonian, short of hearing about Waffle House, should be like, what? You know what I'm saying? So the alt is like IHOP, Denny's, World Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, light work.
Yeah, well,
I've written for an award show before. So I wrote for Leslie Jones. And people they may see that in my credits to know that I wrote for Leslie Jones, but I'd like to tell you how it came about, because then I think we all appreciate it more, because I'm not credited in the award show. Not the first time I haven't been credited for something. Okay? That's why I'm like, oh, that sucks. Doesn't it, nigga? So anyway, when the host comes to town, to LA, to run their jokes for an award show, they come with their writers. They perform on every possible show they can perform on, which means if you're gigging that week and you're booked, you're about to get bumped all week long, because that same person is going to come in, and this is exactly how they walk in. They walk in, and so do 4 to fucking, it could be 10 writers. And they all take over a spot because they've called ahead. And then they're like, back there, you hear them getting kind of just a little chatter or whatever. And then their host goes up, they do their shit. They're watching and listening to the response. And then the host comes off, and then they go somewhere. So that whole section gets up and follows the host to somewhere. And they immediately are talking about what was just said, punching it up, and blah, 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 right? So I had, chocolate sundaes. And I was on the show, and Leslie came in, and here come all these, they line up the whole top of the Laugh Factory mezzanine, and she's doing her shit, and it's not getting what it should get. And Chocolate Sundays is an easy crowd, in my opinion. And so I said, ooh. Matter of fact, everybody said, ooh, that's not ready. And we knew BET Awards was in like 6 days. Normally, this process is happening 2 months, almost 3 months out, that they're bumping their jokes for when they're about to go do an award show. BET, for some reason, like maybe it was a late booking or whatever, but Leslie had writers from Saturday Night Live. She had writers from a couple of TV shows. So they're all punching. I was like, ooh, I don't know. I watched it, and then the next night was improv. And so I'm on that show. And even if you're not on the show, if you're in LA, you go to the shows. The ones you want to be on, you're not doing shit. You go to the fucking show. I wish you would sit around and wait till you're booked. You'll never fucking be booked. You got to show face. You need to be relevant. Why I'm looking at the local comics that don't come, that don't hang out, that don't do shit on the weekend. They're just fucking sitting at home farting and twiddling their thumbs. And you expect someone to call you and be like, hey, yo, come down. You got to put yourself in. It's too many comics. You live in a city and there's 10,000 comics and they all want to go up in that same spot. I bet you start bringing your ass out and showing face and be like, hey, man, I don't know if you got a spot, but I'm available. That simple. Hey, I don't know if y'all got a spot, but I'm available. That turns into guest spots so fast. Hey, I saw you were going to Minnesota. I have family in Minnesota. I'll be there at the same time. I'll fly myself out. I'll put myself up. Can I get a guest spot? Nigga, yes. Like, you don't realize how easy you make it for yourself in grinding, because we're grinding. So I'm at these shows. I'm booked on Chocolate Sundays. That happens. I'm booked on the Monday show. It happens again. She comes in, she does her thing. Now I notice changes in what she did from Sunday. And it improved a little bit, but it was not, I didn't think she would come on stage and she would be herself like very Leslie to get comfortable. Then she would start running the monologue, which felt dry. And that stuff would be hit or miss. And I was like, and so by the time I saw it Monday, I texted her at the end of the night and was like, are you open to any input on the monologue stuff? And she was like, yeah, what you got? And so then I said, I think that you either figure out how to say that shit the way you are when you're being loose and you don't give a fuck, or you abandon all that shit and just go be loose and don't give a fuck. You gotta be true to Leslie before you're true to what those writers wrote. Because if it don't work, none of their names is like, oh, that person bombed. You're the one that gotta bear the weight of like, oh, this motherfucker's trash. Right?
Right.
And Leslie's hilarious. Not even kinda. Leslie Jones is hilarious. And I'm watching somebody who I know is hilarious try to do these jokes that don't fit her voice. And I'm like, these are the writers she picked. What's up? So I said, hey, that's my 2 cents. She said, thanks. Any notes? And I was like, I don't have notes yet. Where are you going to be at tomorrow? She said where she's going to be tomorrow. I said, I'll be there. Was not booked. I went to the show the next day with my notes open on my iPhone. And as she was doing her set, I'm like, I'm writing any tag, anything that comes to mind, anything she should stay in longer, anything that popped up that I thought you should go to this angle, anything that popped, like anything I noticed, like, oh, you got your knee brace on tonight. Are you wearing it on the wardrobe? Like questions, like da-da-da, right? She gets off, everybody goes home. At like 1 in the morning, when I finally get back to the crib and settled, I copy, paste, and send all that shit over. And about 20 minutes later, she's like, that first one's dope. Second one is cool. Actually, no. She just goes, thank you, this is dope. That's it. Next night, I watched the set and more than half is my tags from the night before. Just a complete flip of everything all the writers were giving. And, no, excuse me, not more than half. I would say 2, she threw in 2 jokes. Just 2. Out of all the stuff she said, the 2 that I gave rocked. Like they were the best. Like it was like one was early on, got a big response. Because I said, man, you got to address the knee brace. She was wearing jeans with a knee brace on the outside. Before the award show, she was going to hide the knee brace or try to go without the knee brace. And I was like, nigga, keep the knee brace. Right? Like it's fucking hilarious. You're wearing a knee brace. Like we can't hide it. You're 6'6" and you hoop, nigga, wear the knee brace. So she addresses the knee brace. It gets it's explosive. A couple minutes later, she does couple of other jokes, and then she threw in another one that I said. It gets another response. That night I come back and I'm like, yo, them 2 hit. I said, because them 2 hit, maybe you should, try this. And now I'm tagging the 2 that I didn't gave. And she was like, so then she was like, nigga, meet us at this place. Now it wasn't meet us at the venue. Now it was meet us at this place. We're gonna eat dinner first, then go to the show. Just come with us. And I was like, oh, okay. And I'm rolling with the writers and giving my insight. But now I'm meeting them. Now I'm seeing all the different personalities and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Like the SNL guys are like, fucking our pins are golden, And then there's a couple other comics like John Lasseter's there. He's from New York. He's the house host at the Cellar, I want to say. And I've known John for years. And John was doing his thing, contributing. And then so we sat and ate or whatever, and we laughed about stuff and was cracking up. And then we started kind of talking about the jokes and shit like that. I gave a couple tags ahead of time. The Saturday Night Live guys were like, who the fuck is this giving? What the fuck is going on right now? And she's like, y'all chill. This is my fucking homeboy. This nigga's hilarious. Like, okay. Right? Not no, whatever. And John Lasseter was like, that nigga funny, man. That's all he said. And so then she goes on stage, she does the ones from before with the tags, a couple other jokes. It's starting to lean way towards the shit I'm writing. We're at 60%. We come off of that. Saturday Night Live guys are like, hey, yo, we are out here to write for you, and you're saying this kid shit, and where we at with it? She's like, could y'all niggas just chill the fuck out? We got motherfucking 4 days until this motherfucker, and I want to rip. Yeah. Do you fucking love me? Then let's do it with the fuck. This motherfucker's tough. This is my nigga. Like, stop tripping, nigga. We're all family. And they were just like, you right. And they just literally embraced me like, Nate, man, what's up, baby? You know what I'm saying? We get to chopping it up and so then we're cool. And then and then next day went by, 2 days went by. They went and they worked it. Came to a couple of things or whatever, and then on the day before the award show, she was like, meet me at LA Live, nigga, wear a suit and let's go. Go there. I'm pull up to parking. They're like, Nate Jackson. And they're like, Nate Jackson. And I said, bet. I'm in, because I get to the thing. I'm like, my name's Nate Jackson. They're like, that we have you, sir. I'm like, oh shit, it's real. Because I'm thinking I just got my little suit on. I'm about to come down here and get rejected.
Yeah.
I pull in. You're into the conference room, R535 or whatever the fuck. I go to the conference room. Everybody's all around. They're all wearing tuxes. There's food everywhere. Everybody's in there kicking in. Fucking, it's a celebration now. It's all pre-show or whatever. And then we all go over to the award show. Then the award show starts and Leslie walks out. There's fucking, 23 cameras on her all at once. And she's like, yes, baby, I'm back. She's so excited. She's screaming and yelling. And we're all backstage like, come on, fucking start the monologue, let's go. And she's like, yes, baby, BET bitch is back, baby. I see you, Usher, I'm hearing this motherfucker. Ah! Like, start the monologue, right? She's only got a couple minutes. And I remember being like, come on. Like, I was in the back and I said, come on. And one of the like high up producers of the show was like in headsets like, who the fuck, this kid talking about some, come on. Right? Leslie starts the monologue and she just went from excited all the way into the knee brace shit. Then she got her bits off and it worked, right? And it's not gonna go up against all the best hosts of an award show ever and all that shit, but I would put it up there with the ones that had short notice like she had. And she rocked. And that's how I wrote for the BET Awards. That's how I wrote for Leslie Jones. So understanding how that stuff is written and how it's done and how much time and leadway that Shane Gillis had. The fact that he was like, yo, shout out to such and such four-time All-Star, WNBA. Oh, that's my homeboy's wife. So he brought Matt McCusker, who's his co-host of the Matt and Shane Secret Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And then his wife, right? Who they may have been wanting to go in the whole time. But it was like, she's there, fucking, I'm using it. Like, he used everything around.
Mm-hmm.
Saw Drewski laughing, Drewski, fucking John Jones, like, which then let other people know, like, oh, motherfuckers are laughing at this. Comedians are laughing. And everyone knows John Jones has a sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? And he's deadly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you asked, and that's my full, well-rounded take on the Shane Gillis thing with a little bit of insight to writing for award shows and how I got one. And I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that, but that's why the Opinionated Podcast is what it is. I want you guys to gather around the proverbial campfire and hear these real stories of shit I done been through. If you saw me marketing my special, and I don't know if it was genius or if it was thirsty or whatever, but I was on my timeline and I'm looking at it and I'm ranked number 3 and I'm like, with a good push here, we could go number 1. And I just thought, like, fucking, how come everybody I've helped in the last 20 fucking years, I don't see nobody sharing my shit? Humbly, I have shared everyone's shit as it came. I've helped write for shit. I've helped develop shit. and then they get the deal or the money comes or whatever, and everyone's amnesiac. I said, well, I tell you what, you ain't got to pay me shit for all of that, but my special is now in the top 10 on its own without you. Nigga, you gonna post about me. I said, if I've ever worked with you, ever, in any capacity, let me get 2 hours on that wall. People thought they were slick. I shared it on my stories. Read what I said one more time. I said, let me get 2 hours on that motherfucking wall. Thank you for the story post. I appreciate you. But I need that wall. I need that coveted, selfish wall we all have. We're like, nigga, my wall is for my shit. Let me get that for 2 hours. Because I helped you. I held a camera, I held a light, I gaffered for you, or I wrote a thing, or I showed up. I was the one that had the tape when nobody had the tape, or I came to the thing. I was very supportive. And I didn't do any of that with thinking I'm gonna cash this in one day. But while in that, I think we were in Denver on the layover, and I was like, I should scroll and see some of these motherfuckers who are my friends and my family in comedy, my comrades should be sharing my shit. I check my stories, and it's every goddamn story. Let me get some of this wall. Because that's what the general public is really exposed to. So I made that post. What happened after that was mind-blowing because there was legitimately scrolls of this long where everybody posted either the trailer or the top 3 graphic or something to do with the special, and then a story. I got emotional. I was like, fuck. It was a burden I carried for the work that I did where I was like, man, I don't even know if any of that shit had a point. But to see it all just come back, then it was like people like, yo, I never worked with you, but I want to show you love. Then it was people like, yo, I just fuck with your shit, so I just want to show you love. Then it was like, there was like Lil Rel shared it. Unprovoked. It was like, I'm laughing my ass off in my kitchen right now. Nate Jackson did his big one with this. What? Tiffany Haddish was like, I see you, boy. So I could go on and on. And I don't want to just be like, oh man, look at these big celebrities that shared. Like, look at all of the friends and family and even like fucking people from elementary school that share. Like, you guys turned my whole social media experience into, yo, let's get Nate Special to number 1. And this is also why I feel like the top 10 thing is not, it's not real. Right? Like, we go number 5, then we go number 4, then we go number 3, then everybody posts and it goes number 5. And then the next day, number 7, then the next day, 9, then the next day, 7, or something like that. But it was going up, down, up, down. So it peaked at 3. And so for it to go down after the whole internet was like, yo, go watch this shit, I was like, nah, they just weren't tapped in. Like, Netflix wasn't aware that all that happened. They didn't turn their wall into that. It turned mine into that because I'm the one that got mentioned. Mm-hmm. And maybe if everybody said at Netflix, we would have done the thing. But that's why I was like, ain't no motherfucking way. So I'll talk to them on day team. Like, I don't know if you guys are aware of what happened, but the entire internet gathered around me for a day, like the movie Sinners, and was like, go watch Nate Special. And the next day, you guys lowered the rating. Not only is that like, man, what the fuck? It made everybody be like, damn, we really don't even have a footprint? Mm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you think we can move? You think enough people saying, go watch this will move the needle on it. And so that's when I was like, let's just back up. The macro of all this is it's a blessing to be on Netflix in the first fucking place. Top 10, that's wild. And I'm thankful. Because once I saw it moving around with no particular rhyme or reason for why it's going up or down or whatever, I said, okay. Let me just be thankful because I don't know how long I'm going to rock out. I don't know if it's out of the top 10 for good or if it pops back into the top 10. But I know that they got shit every. I think tomorrow Happy Gilmore 2 drops. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I was up against Monday Night Raw and the finale season of Squid Games and 2 new huge series that are like $200 million series that they paid for. And my little punk ass $200,000 thing was fighting with them. My little was, man, y'all motherfucker, get back, bitch. Hey. I was in there hanging. Your boy was hanging. And like I said, can't go nowhere now. Can't go nowhere now. So I don't know how many millions of people saw it, but it feels like 10. Feels like 10 million people. So when we talk about numbers, if they come to me with anything less than 3, I'm gonna be like, that's abysmal. Like, I lost money on YouTube sacrificing to do this. I could have posted this same thing over there and it would have done a cajillion views. It would have still been making me money. Mm-hmm. But we'll see. Somebody also said, hey man, it's hard to get tickets for you in Australia right now. Like, everybody, we can't even get a ticket. Oh, and that's in December. I looked at some of the biggest venues I've ever seen in my life, and they're already 70% sold. So Netflix did move the needle. There was a guy I seen at the casino in Foxwoods in Nantucket, Connecticut, He's like, yo, me and my wife were just fucking around on YouTube on Netflix, and we saw your Super Funny special. Never heard of you before. Saw that. Then my wife went to your dates, saw that you were going to be here. We drove 2 hours and wanted to see you live. Fucking spot on, man. I was like, dog, I've been waiting to see if this existed. He was like, yeah, man, that was fucking awesome. I'm like, thank you. Thank you for even coming up and saying that. So now it makes me wonder how many people had that experience and who's willing to admit it, because most people want to be an OG fan. I've been following you since Wildin' Out. I've been following you since, how, where, how? You tell me All Def Digital, I'm like, okay, he was on the internet. He was really fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, we're not going to get through all of these.
We're just going to do one more.
Okay.
Over the weekend, the WNBA All-Star Game took place in Caitlin Clark's city, Indiana. And pre-game, all the players was wearing the shirts that read, "Pay us what we are owed." And that caused a bunch of stink on the internet. And I wanted, I'm a numbers guy. I wanted to do research. So I jumped on. I was like, well, yeah. I feel like if you're an athlete or an employee and you're working and you're making the company, profitable, then I want to see, you should be getting paid what you owed. So I Googled and I wanted to find out exactly how much the WNBA was making. And I found out that last year, the WNBA, they generated an estimated $200 million in revenue, right? $200 million. And then I was like, well, shit, how many players, what's the average salary of a WNBA player? And the average salary is $150K. And then I said, okay. And then I said, how many?
But that's a big increase.
Right. Now, the NBA or the WNBA is definitely, they're increasing their viewership.
Yeah, but they got a $50,000 pay raise on average.
Right. Now, there's about 100 and...
Maybe one person got a big fucking bag. And
there's certain players. Because they have, there's about 144 players, and I did the math. I was like, well, what's 200 million divided by 144? And it comes out to about 100 and around that 150.
There's only 12 players per team. Some of them have less than 12.
Right. Some of them do have less than 12. But this was the most interesting part that I found with the salary. Now keep in mind, the NBA made $11.3 billion last year, right? And what I found out was that the NBA provides financial support to the WNBA, covering operating costs, because they're still operating at a loss. Every single year they've been in existence since 1996 is what I saw. So I'm just kind of confused based off of these numbers. I don't know what do they mean by that? Like, pay us what they owe. And based off of how much it's making, them operating at a loss, and Adam Silver and the NBA are giving, they're like, well, okay, we'll cover all your losses. I'm just kind of, I guess I'm just like, what else do they, where is this money coming from, or where else is the money coming from that they want? That's where I'm a little confused.
So if one person from the WNBA put on a shirt like that, it would be like, what? If two do, you're like, what are they doing? Right? If all of them do, there's some money that we don't know about. It's just that simple. You're talking about it generated $200 million. Maybe they did from ticket sales, but we don't know if every time they sell a jersey, the league keeps it and calls it a recoup for having to pay the WNBA or the NBA back or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's something. Women don't just risk it all like that.
There was a Kelsey Plum. Shout out to Kelsey Plum. She played her college ball at UW. And she was, after the game, she was in her press conference and she's talking about it. And she said that there was a meeting amongst the players about wearing these shirts. And she goes, I might be tattletelling here, but a lot of Caitlin, because it was team Caitlin Clark and then team, I forget the other player's name.
Probably Asia.
Yeah, I think it was Asia. But she was like, most of Team Caitlin Clark, we weren't in that meeting. We were just like, here's the shirts. So it would look like if you don't wear it in that moment, then you're going to be looking like, oh, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Why are you not riding with us? So it looked like there was some confusion and not everybody was on the same page. And if you didn't wear the shirt, you would have looked like, you know.
It worked. Here we are. Trying to figure out, well, where is the money? Why are they wearing the jersey? Why are they wearing those shirts? Also, how does that happen? How can anybody use the platform? They're all okay with those fines. They're not going to get rid of all of them. Hell, there's only 12 per team. You know what I'm saying? So you get 36 girls to put on a shirt. You got 3 full teams. Your playoffs is ruined. Your whole shit is ruined. You know what I mean? So. What are they owed? It's worth looking into. But there was a lot of years of it not making any money. And so, you know, maybe half of them thought they were wearing Rihanna lyrics, but there's a lot of years where the NBA floated them. You know, pay us what you owe us you don't even get that without, there's got to be some, let's just take it as a spectrum. There is reason where it's completely reasonable and logic, and we're like, damn, that does make sense. And we just don't know that story yet. And then there's just delusion where you're like, I'm worth this, so pay me this. Well, who decides that?
Yeah.
Because when you look in the stands, there's a lot of plastic. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And here's what I think. I think the WNBA should consult with the Savannah Bananas. Because that is farm team baseball, which has forever been empty. And they are selling out football fields to watch these guys play. They're doing trick shots and backflips, and they're dancing, and the All-American rejects are popping up in the crowd and breaking out in the concert, and they're falling. They just have like the big screen they're using, they're presenting. It's a Super Bowl halftime show while the game is happening with activities all day long. They are doing it the way we saw Tottenham Hotspurs give a full experience to the fans. And that's what the WNBA needs. Like, you have to work on that fandom because you don't have the high-flying moments that you have. You don't have the superhuman moments that you see from the NBA. In the NBA, they're doing shit that you go, I can't do that. Not on, there's not a roid I could take. Okay? The WNBA, the viewers watching, they're like, that's dope. They're playing wonderful basketball, but you have to be truly a basketball fan. You can watch the NBA and be like, these are just feats of human ability. Straight up, right? And there's exceptional players in the WNBA where you're like, I can't believe that human can do that. But unfortunately, there's not enough of them because only 12 per team. You name the superstars and you're out. If you go WNBA superstars, you can't name 10. You can't name 10 that are like household names. And let's say you can. Name 10 WNBA superstars from 5 years ago. Name 10 WNBA superstars from 5 years before that. Name 10 WNBA superstars from 5 years before that. It should get cloudy for you. It should get cloudy. But when you go NBA, you're like, Olden Polynice. You know what I'm saying? Danish Rock. You're talking about guys from three-peats in 1991, 92, and 93, where today's basketball fans weren't even alive for it, but they're over here talking about how awesome it is. So what adds to the fandom? I'm not going to go as far as Shaq said, where he's like, y'all need to go back into them short shorts. Y'all need to, like, I'm not gonna material, womanize, like, I don't know if it's womanize, but I'm not gonna objectify the players. But I will say, like, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with a random 3-point competition at the end of the half? What's wrong with a random, just pull out the trampoline and let some, not the players, but let's have a trampoline show. Bring out a band. Look at what Savannah Bananas are doing and consult with them and see about emulating some of that. Because how many teams do they got? 12?
In the WNBA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 teams with 12 players, 144 players in the league. typical NBA roster has 15 full-time players and 3 two-way players that are called up from second-tier G League. So there's only a few spots to go around.
Yeah.
And you're going up against the numbers of that, other sports, other events, other things, with limited availability in arenas, with all that. Like, why not see what it can do? Because right now, you add Angel Reese, you add Caitlin Clark, those games be sold out. They play each other, you can forget about it. Next year's games where they're scheduled to play each other are a wrap already. But what about the teams that don't got one of them two on it? When they're going head-to-head in Detroit?
Yeah. The Connecticut Sun versus the Valkyrie in Oakland.
Yeah. Or the Storm. Like, we have a great following here for the Storm. But I went to the Kevin Durant game, which is what we called it. But we didn't have the Sonics anymore. He was a full-on Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh, is that just like a
It was an exhibition game. And it was a Kevin Durant game. And the entire arena was packed to the brim. Packed to the brim. I went to a regular Storm game, and there was a lot of people there. It was a great time. I'm not knocking it. It was a great time. But it wasn't packed the same. Easier to park. Less lines to get food. You know, people were buying merch, but it wasn't like for that Durant jersey was on sale at the Durant game. My God. You could see people buy one, and then another motherfucker looking like, I'll snatch that shit from you. So there's just a difference. And I think that they add to the fandom of the sport. I mean, you guys get what I'm saying. Just add to the fandom of the sport. Because, yes, there's the basketball lovers that are like, look how sound this is. Look at how great the sport is being performed right here on this level. But for the layman, for the average person that's like, I just want to see somebody hooping. I want to see some spectacular shit. I want to see some da-na-na moments.
Right.
It's like, it's not a lot of those.
And according to this article in The Guardian, you're right. They're talking about, like, you know, the bottom line is they don't really know what's all in that bottom line. And they're saying that you can tell like that it's not really accurate based on like when a team goes up for sale. And this one is saying that back in 2019, they said that the New York Liberty sold in between 10 million and 14 million range, but then 6 years later, based on a sale of a stake of the team, the value was calculated around 450 million. So they're saying like, yeah, we don't really know if that's true, if all the money is, or, you know, everything's being accounted for. And they're saying that basically a lot of that money is not going to the players. So, yeah, I think there is something that the general public does not know about, and the players do.
Well, what's the solution? Either they change the distribution of the money that is going to the league to support them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they go independent somehow. Keep the same name of WNBA, but don't be supported by the NBA.
Right.
You see if you can stand on your own and you distribute the money across all the teams.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you can't tell the NBA where to spend their money, especially if it's for facilities, if it's for, you know, all the stuff you need infrastructure-wise to even have a league.
Mm-hmm.
So,
because even in the NBA, like the Charlotte Hornets aren't making the same amount of money that the Los Angeles Lakers are making.
Or not. But I think it's a shame that they got to play all season long here, and then in the offseason
they got to go overseas
just to get a bag.
Just to get,
or doing some other type of hustle or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I like, that is so unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, if you meet a WNBA player that you like, man, she bad, shoot your shot, fellas.
Shoot, I am. KP, I know you single, you
Who's
know.
KP?
Kelsey Plum.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think Kelsey Plum's attractive, you know.
I think Skylar Diggins is
Oh,
bad.
yeah, Skylar too.
But she's married, I think, with a whole family.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that, but after the game, like, hella people ran up to her, little kids that all looked like her and a dude. I was like, fuck.
So you don't see, I don't watch the WNBA.
How old is Angel Reese?
At all. She's got to be like 23, 24.
22. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need like an old ass vet.
What, Cheryl Swoops?
Cheryl Swoops can get it, nigga. What's the one that looked just like Reggie Miller?
Who is that?
His sister.
Oh, damn, what's her name? Nah, she too old, dog. She like grandma status now.
Is she?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like how she be talking shit though. You know what I'm saying?
Reggie Miller. What is this? This is name. Let me Google that. Like I don't got a computer in front of me. Anyway, though,
Look it up.
I currently though, I like reading comments about the
I think it's
WNBA than
Cheryl
I do.
Miller. Just
Oh,
make
you're
it-
right. Cheryl
He's
Miller.
with a CH.
Yeah, Cheryl Miller. Ooh,
See, you're
look at
back
this
in the
picture right
day?
here, boy.
You telling me? You telling me?
Ooh.
That's my ball.
Ooh.
Look at that. Look, the hips don't lie.
Dang.
Huh? Come on now.
Yeah, see, but this is what she is. This is, hey, you see, that's now. You don't want.
That shit fire. Type in most beautiful WNBA players. And maybe type in point guard so I'm not looking up their nose.
Let's see what this gives us.
Asia's bad.
Who's this?
Is there a list?
Baller babes of the.
I like to note that we're pieces of shit for doing this.
Oh yeah, for sure we are.
But
Well,
I'm sure
somebody wrote a whole dedicated a whole article
and
to
I'm
this
also sure
shit.
there's a list of fucking like most handsome
There
NFL
definitely
players
is.
or some shit. Wait, scroll up. Who was that? Go up. Right there, no, right there. Who's that? That motherfucker tough.
Yeah, hold on, who this is? She's new.
All right, let's go down. Here it is. I mean, that's a supermodel, bro.
Who is this? This is I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Kayseri?
It's probably something easier to say. Go up again. Let me look at it. Kaiser? You serious?
Kondrzic. Her name don't even now she's black, but that last name.
Yeah, she's mixed. Let's go down. She's beautiful. Lexi Brown.
Oh, it's broken. She must have deleted that photo.
Maybe.
Cameron Brink.
I seen her. Didn't she get hurt?
Yeah, she got hurt. She still hasn't played this year. She's cute. Tall, but cute.
Butt ass naked in this. There's just nothing but panties, a bra, and jewelry.
Who is this? Olivia Nelson Odada.
Yeah, bad. Long. She got a regular sized head on the Dwight Howard arms. Yeah, damn. I thought that was a 0.5 picture.
Dorka Juzas.
You ain't scrolling worth of shit. Let me see. Go down. There you go. Yeah, let's go down some more. Mm-hmm. Chicago Sky must be.
Yeah, they got there's three players on this
That's
list.
why their games be packed.
See, so should the WNBA tap? I feel like they already are tapping into them being, their
Fashionistas, man.
Yes, because
that's what they said that she added to. They said Angel Reese added that to the sport. Not only are you beautiful, or not only is your game beautiful, you are too.
Nika, finally, Seattle Storm.
Yeah, Seattle Storm got some doozies, brother. Keep going.
Oh, whoops! I didn't
you liked her that much? We
I
had to go in.
I was just trying.
Damn,
I
nigga
thought
got
there was
excited.
more.
Huh?
There's just two.
That's my type, nigga. That's my type.
Two photos.
Cute than a motherfucker. She don't even look tall. Keep going. Keep going.
Can't treat me regular. That's it. That's the last one.
Right. I don't know how she treated herself with $147,000.
There's another Chicago Sky.
Another Chicago Sky. And she's stunning too. Keep going.
Oh, I've seen her.
Keep going. It's okay to go fast past the white ones, man.
We've seen Angel.
They got Angel all the way down at 11. Okay, Rikia. Keep going. Keep going. She got a little model to her. Oh, hold on. Who's that? Los Angeles Sparks.
Dorica.
Yeah. Keep going.
Oh, Ari. Oh, I know Ari McDonald. She's cool. She played at UW and then transferred over to Arizona.
She's beautiful.
Yeah. She cool too. Shout out Ari.
Not the yams and the thighs out.
Chicago
Go down
Sky.
a little bit more. She don't even got hooper toes. She taking care of her feet.
Monique Billings.
She got a Fenty Beauty contract. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Apisha.
Fisa.
Was that Nigerian?
Yes. Oh, she's black and Korean, look like.
She looks like somebody we know. I'm not gonna say her name though.
She does?
Yeah.
Aerial Powers?
Yeah.
She don't look like nobody I know.
I don't want to say her name on the pod.
What's it rhyme with?
Aniela. Aniel.
Oh, go up?
A
She
little
look
bit.
a lot like Danielle.
I told you.
Yeah, I said. Shit. Danielle's beautiful though.
Yeah, that's what I said. No, it's no. Yeah, no slight.
And why you didn't want to say it?
Well, I don't know.
What's up, Danielle? Ding. I mean, come on, that's a lingerie picture.
Yeah, I know.
There's literally, and that got 31,000 likes on it. Puffy nipples showing, panties.
Yeah, see now
They're bringing the same energy as the NBA stars that are topless and doing that kind of shit too.
Yeah.
Sell it. Fuck that.
Damn, is Kelsey? She ain't even on the.
Skylar did slow down. That
broken.
Sky, that's that now we talking. You might have to go view that post on
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah. Skylar bad.
Have you seen her in person?
Yeah. She's a little more chiseled in the face in person, but she's still beautiful. Asia Wilson's bad. And she just had me cracking up because she was on a post game and she had on like a do-rag. And the lady was asking her, like, how did the game go and all that? She was like, I'm sorry. Could you? And she had a do-rag on her head and then the bottom folded up, like just goon style.
Oh, shit.
She was like, I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question? Because I'm sorry. My mom just texted me a picture of myself on TV right now and said, why am I like this? She's like, I'm sorry. What's the question again? Oh, there's your, okay, Kelsey
KP.
Plum.
It is KP right here.
I can see that.
Yeah, I think she's cute.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You like brunettes?
I mean, I don't have like brunettes.
Twins, two twins. One's a brunette, one's blonde.
I don't know. Then I got to hear what their personality is.
I'm going brunette every time. I don't know why, but I am.
I will say for a black man, if you do date a white woman with blonde hair, that's probably the most controversial relationship you can get yourself into is a white woman with blonde hair. So
And blue eyes?
Yes.
I think there's a more controversial relationship.
Which one?
I think a white woman with any color hair in cornrows. I think you're asking for it.
We got to wrap this up.
We got to go, man. Hey, thank you guys for watching this episode of Opinionated. I appreciate you. If anything rubs you the wrong way on this episode, rule number 3, man. Don't be offended on behalf of other people, man. Fuck them. It is what it is. We had a time today. Make sure you go watch the ESPYs. Check out Shane Gillis' set. Go in there with thick skin, though. If you come in soft, you're not gonna have a time. But have a blessed day, man. Y'all be cool. Make sure you check out NateJacksonComedy.com so you're up on all my dates. If you're in the Montreal area, please tap into Montreal. I want to do this on the way out, man. Please check out Phoenix Rising, WC.com for your chiropractic needs in the Pacific Northwest. There's offices in Tacoma, Lakewood, Lacey. Dr. Shamika Cordes does her thing. I let her pop my neck, and I have never felt the same. In a good way. So make sure you check out Phoenix Rising, WC.com for your chiropractic needs. They actually have a series of doctors and people that come to help you, and they are very attentive and they give great attention to who they're working on. It's not one of them places where they look like they're talking about something else and doing something else and just popping the shit out your back. No, they pay attention to your needs and then they service them. They take care of you. They make you better. And so check them out. Phoenix Rising. WC.com. Peace.